Welcome back to In the Garden. I'm joined with Jordan from Grange Co-op, and today we're talking more about bare root plants, but more for landscaping. Now, Jordan, we have some pretty tall guys here. You have some berries, we have some grapes. What do we need to know when planting these ones?
Sure. So when we talked about the caneberries, and there's an option for seasonal growers, which is the bare root plants. Like we said, a lot of trees, fruits, veggies are available this time of year. And what I brought today are some big boys that are also really great for landscape plants while still giving you a harvest. If it's not something that you're apt to have in your garden, as far as something you want to harvest, it's also a great alternative to bring in birds and wildlife.
There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. And we did talk about birds earlier, so this is another great addition to feeding or bringing in the birds to your backyard.
This is that kind of bird-friendly landscape we were talking about, exactly. Right off the back, we can start with the currants. Currants are a mid-sized shrub, about 3 to 5 feet tall. Gorgeous early spring blooms, a very upright habit. Cherry red or black currants are probably the most common two you're going to find in garden centers when you're shopping for bare roots. Black currant is actually a taste probably unfamiliar to a lot of Oregon and United States natives, but something more popular in Europe. And we have only now, in only in the last few decades, been able to have this here regularly. A lot of people enjoy it for high vitamin C, great unique flavor, definitely worth giving a try.
And of course we have the fruit that needs no introduction, some grapes over here. So if you want to plant your own grapes, of course we have these bare roots that are, would you say, are pretty more difficult or easier to grow?
Grapes take off from you. I definitely recommend before someone plants grapes that they have the structure in place, a heavy arbor, a pergola, or a fence line, wire structure, something. These are vigorous growers, and we'll definitely talk later in the season about how to prune those, either for a landscape option or more for a traditional harvesting like in a vineyard setup. Most of the grape varieties you're going to find are not so much wine grapes, but table grape varieties. You could ferment them in the wine, but because of the difference in sugar content and skin thickness, it's probably not ideal. But they're great eating right off the vine. Fantastic for what they add to the landscape, their fall foliage. Very easy plant to grow. And all of these, the principle is the same. When you buy your bare root plants, you want to make sure you're protecting the roots. So either getting them planted in your soil as soon as they're able to work, or temporarily staging them in a bucket with some potting soil, aged compost, something to keep these exposed roots protected from the cold.
All right, awesome. Well, I mean, these are great plants if you want to, grow your own produce or something that, that's easy to just pop right in. These are great fun plants to have in your yard.
Minimal effort, all hardy to this area, easy care.
All right, awesome. Well, if you guys want to learn more about how to, really take care and grow with bare roots, of course, you can go to a Grange Co-op store to learn more information, or of course, you can head to our website at KDRV.com. Thank you so much for joining us in the garden.